I want to talk about Speedplay pedals here in this video. So Speedplay is a really awesome company, right? They have some really, really cool pedals. And what makes the pedals really cool is float, right? So they have really good, great float. I remember when I was growing up, I don't even know what the float on pedals is nowadays, but when I was a kid, it's like 6 degrees was pretty normal, which means your foot can move in the pedal left and right 6 degrees. And you want a little bit of float because if your foot is in a fixed position, that fixed position is not where your foot's supposed to be. It's actually bad for your joints. And honestly, you're going to lose a lot of power as well. You don't want to force your foot into any orientation that it doesn't want to be. So no float is a big no-no, right? And I remember Shimano's had like 6 degrees or something way back in the day. I literally have no idea what anything is today. But these Speedplay pedals, they have like X1 pedals, the road pedals, and frog pedals are the mountain bike pedals. I was a mountain biker. They had like 30 plus degrees of float. It was crazy float. You could put your foot in and just the whole foot just can move freely. So you're not forcing your foot into any orientation. So I started using some frogs. Frogs are the mountain bike version of Speedplay pedals, right? And I can say I was definitely happy with them for a while. They ended up being the worst thing I've ever had on a bike. My second cross country trip, one of the cleat bolts fell out. And this is the problem with Speedplay. Speedplay, for the longest time is overly regulated their supply chain. Like if you want to buy a Speedplay pedal, they need to come to your store, inspect everything. If you need parts, they do double inspections. It's really hard to get supplies from Speedplay, even if you're a legitimate retailer. It's just problematic. Anyway, so I lost a cleat bolt. It just fell out. I guess that stuff happens. It's never happened before or since, but it happened on that bike with those pedals. Just so happened. So you can't get Speedplay cleat bolts. Anywhere. Really, it's tough. You know what I mean? Especially if you're on the road. And this is pre-internet age. This is back like 25 years ago or so. I don't know exactly how many years ago, but I think it was even more than 25 years ago. So I was like out of luck. So, everybody has these Shimano cleat bolts. So, put one in. It didn't really fit right, but it fit. And I could use a pedal. So I'm like, I guess it's okay. It wasn't okay. What happened is my foot was cocked at a bad angle because the cleat bolt wasn't flush. As a young kid, you don't know these things. You don't notice these. You just do what you do. And I never replaced that bolt because you couldn't get those bolts anywhere. And eventually what happened is my whole body just broke. My knee on the right side was messed up. My foot was cocked to the side. My hip got out of place. And my back got like completely messed up, let's just say. And it's 25 years later, I'm still suffering on the right side from that. It's like, come on, man. So Speedplay has some really, really cool pedals. Some of the best pedals you're going to find with float. The best float you're going to get. But at the end of the day, I'm going to have to highly recommend nobody gets Speedplays because you can't get any parts for them. And it could end up being dangerous, right? So, and there's a lot of other stuff out there now that's really nice. So, yeah, pedals are a lot better than they were back 25 years ago. So, to get one with no supply chain and no parts accessible, I definitely I'd look the other way. Thank you for watching. Bye.